A new one.
Yeah, how do you turn off the fucking notifications so I don't hear bing, 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 bing?
I'm still working on figuring that one out. I will definitely fill you in when I know, though.
Alright.
Attaboy Optic, way to get another one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Oh, yeah. My phone charger. Phone charging.
On 1st and 10, Walsh. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbuna. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw
Got 2 yards out of that, really.
A guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a good burst there. Gets him 7 up to midfield. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down.
Take 5 yards that carry, though. It works for me.
It's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Walsh. That's caught.
Oh, you definitely just switched on and hit stick, by the way, buddy. Don't be pulling that crap.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Yeah, he absolutely just swapped on and hit stick me.
open receivers and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
I might say something at some point. Depends. I'll give him the first one free for sure because you never know. No, I didn't. It didn't really affect too much. Same.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Walsh.
Oh, God. Threw that right at him, too.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the
my game wants me to go for it.
Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for
4th and 3 on the 6.
Unexpected 4th down here.
Yeah. I'm taking my 3 on this one though, to be honest. I'm all about taking my 3.
Call on their field goal unit here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
Right. 4th and 2, 4th and 1. Maybe I'll think about it a little more. 4th and 3.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive.
Right, now that I'm thinking about it, this offense for the Steelers team is like juiced. Claypool, Deontay. There's a lot of good guys. Juju, Claypool, Deontay. Najee Harris.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends, and what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker who often leads his team in tackles.
Okay, both my fucking players just didn't make a tackle there.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And some room to roam now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Dude, I just got double blocked. He was blocking my other guy, and he blocked him into me. It was impressive.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Oh my God, there's 8 dudes in there. No one grabs them.
To the 31, and that's enough for the first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This is Harris. And room there to work it inside the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Walsh.
Oh my goodness. Threw right at his 2 guys.
That's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think
Drop.
they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on
Why is
1st
every
down.
play like my recommended plays all this formation? It is an oogly formation.
Looking to throw. Walsh. Left side, Doyle with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off play action. Walsh. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Walsh. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Walsh. Not sure he saw the linebacker there.
That linebacker was quick AF.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. From the gun, Walsh. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Looking to throw. Walsh. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll get this off to Taylor. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. That catch good for only a couple. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Possible to move the ball at the run game. When I get inside like the 5-yard line, I just have zero intention to run the ball at this point in the game. You just put 3 down linemen on the field and 6 linebackers in the area, and you can't move the ball.
Something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Colts.
That's basically what I just did. But he also sent everything up the middle. Guest run up middle, had nobody covering anything, so it was literally wide open. Yeah.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
I don't know, with how built my O-line is and having Jonathan Taylor, I should be able to move the ball a little bit better than I can lately in this league, but There shouldn't be any guessing that I'm running the ball at a certain time, that's for sure. I'm mixing it up good.
Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, if Rattler threw that ball correctly, I was taking it.
I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, second and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. Open man completes it to Smith.
User he trucked that?
Gain of 9 here up to the
Juju
34.
Smith-Schuster can truck. I mean, true, but damn.
Oh, but damn. Doesn't change how.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Should never be a man with this team. Their speeds are just too slow.
And finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10, right at the 40. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to take over once again.
Great pick.
CD, I know it's just his second year.
User pick.
But that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown.
Yeah, I picked him off.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff.
Little user action.
Throwing that ball, but remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake. Walsh. That's complete. Okurebuna. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running left, Taylor.
Oh my god, I jump over my lineman who gets pancaked down and I fumble because of that's so stupid, bro. Don't fucking hurdle my own guy on the ground and then give me a fumble. Like, I can't do anything about that. My play gets so blown up in the fucking backfield because apparently his D-line's just that fucking sick and I fumble because of it. It's disgusting of a game. So stupid.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran.
No, I fumbled it like the fucking 50-yard line, not even.
Back to throw now on first down.
Pick that off, please. Thank you.
It's intercepted.
And you're going to throw right at my DBs. You got to give it back to me on that one after a cheesy fumble.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw on second down. Walsh.
Oh my god, Minka just jumped the shit out of that ball. That's amazing.
It's intercepted. Picked up by
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick.
Dude, it's so stupid. Minka just totally... I want to see him in a deep blue here. Totally ignore my go route. He turns around and makes the play.
Push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
I didn't get to see the play art, but
That you have to hold the
he is
safety.
nasty.
And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Threw it right on me again. Threw it right on me again.
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
We just keep handing the ball back and forth, bro.
And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
Nice screen pass, offensive line. Way to get out there, boys.
About going to his backup.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Man open is Robinson. And with just 1 second remaining.
I have enough leg for this field goal.
Call the timeout.
I do not think I do, but I don't think my rookie kicker's got 56 yards in him personally.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out.
Get over it. Nice. Drilled it.
It's good from 56.
I fucking just drilled that field goal, dude.
Halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. There are 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris.
Oh, both when he hurdles his offensive lineman, no fumble, and I tackle him in the same process.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. they've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On play action,
Oh, no way. He actually ran fucking play action there. What a call. And I bit down so hard with my safety. It was like first and 10, I think. Nah, I just bit down so hard because this Najee is so hard to bring down.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is down to a field goal.
I was stupid. I should have just played the linebacker and not played the safety if I was going to bite that hard.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, there's still 8 minutes of the third. Oh, plenty of time. I'm up 3 and there's 8 minutes of the third. I just shouldn't have bit down like I did. It was stupid.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz,
There's a lot of those Discord notifications.
but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No way, dude.
He's taken down.
God, play action's killer sometimes.
Came in there hard on the blitz and got
That
him
sucks.
down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it doesn't help when his DN just... He knew it from the minute I was play action. He never once looked at the running back. He just barreled down on me.
6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Walsh.
And then it goes through my receiver's hand and he gets picked. What the f...
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there.
Oh my god.
So good with the extra point.
Should have just played competitive Call of Duty.
A 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following
Okay, let's try offense again here.
kick is away.
Let's try to throw it to our own fucking team. 17-13.
The Colts come to the line.
Just sucks not being able to run the ball.
And fresh off
For no reason. No
six.
point of having fucking...
Gotta forget about that quickly.
No point of having fucking Jonathan Taylor if I can't run the ball.
He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best.
Might as well trade him to Mason for the trade he offered me.
Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those
ETN, a first and a second.
former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of
I don't think he was serious, but...
Deep in there, right? And he'll take this ahead for about 4 seconds.
Well, dude, that's the thing. ETN is like...
all that hitting and hollering.
That's just... You can't... No, he's not.
Themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
I'd be down if I could fucking actually run the ball even with him, but...
Side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
If I can't run the ball, why?
So the 14 yards actually
And what's the
takes him
point,
from
yeah.
43 to the other for 1st and 10.
No, it's just... His defense is just fucking throttling my line.
Taylor's got the first down and more. And
I'm running out of any different...
59 yards
You know,
rushing on
anything you can name, I've tried to run out of it so far.
Easy out there
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The give to Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Walsh sliding out of the pocket. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown Colts.
Play action at the perfect time.
Jack Doyle.
Me, I did the same thing. I saw him use it as safety. The second I saw him step down, I knew it was going to be open.
Extra point up and through. And that gives him a 3-point.
Plus, I needed to give Jonathan Taylor a break after he just ran, like, down the field. No. I don't know who the backup guy is. I don't know. Like, when I played as the Colts in that other league, I had, like, 3 good running backs. And then I joined this one. I'm like, cool, I'm going to have a fast backup running back, a decently other good running back. And no, just Jonathan Taylor.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for
that needs to be picked too. That needs to be picked. Oh, all right. He went up and he tried. He gave it his all.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Wow, his Najee just dropped what could have been a very, very big play there.
3rd down as that was
Very, very big play.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Wow, what a punt return.
Side of midfield at the 45. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Oh my gosh, anyone want to block him?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That Highsmith, his Highsmith receiver or linebacker, I don't know who he is, but man, does he goes out there and makes plays. Day in and day out, I make plays.
Looking to throw. Walsh throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
There we go. Nice 10-yard run there. We'll take that. Obviously.
On the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down. Walsh. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Walsh. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, I need my rookie corner or receiver to go up there and make a play for it. At least try.
Golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Walsh. And quickly into the hands of
Nice.
Robinson. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Walsh.
Oh my God almighty, you can't do that, Walsh.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal.
Man, that's a tough miss, bro. That is a rookie quarterback flat out not making his play.
This defense, hold them out. Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Yeah, it was wide open, too.
From the gun, Walsh.
Oh, and then I got the luckiest bailout of a touchdown in my entire life.
A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Thank God I had every bit of that dude's throw power.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Man is hard to run in this game. With the tight ends moving like they do.
Penny, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2.
Defensive game plan, stop the outside run. Averaging like 7 yards of carry on this drive for the outside run. This dude can run stretch all day.
First and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Harris.
I've got
They'll bring this one inside the 35.
every player watching the run
It's a
there.
7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height.
We can do this, guys. We can stop the run. I promise. We can do it.
Contact or trash makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, this is
Oh my god, and my X Factor linebacker just stepped down for some reason there.
But a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned,
I do not like how stuffed they made that shit.
They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
There we go. Here's a good run stop. Who was that? Number 90.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
You think about this strong safety position, and they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before you can make anything happen.
On 3rd down.
Superstar linebacker. Darius Leonard can't tackle Najee.
First down gain.
I put him right in position to do it too. I've done tried. Done gave it my all.
Behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Holy fuck, didn't this Najee Harris go down on the first tackler ever?
Broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and
He's a beast, bro.
Penny. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I don't know why he put this Penny guy in. He could have just gotten
It's 3rd and goal.
a freebie.
Sometimes I get caught.
Just run it with
I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2
whatever his name is,
second
Najee.
half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Harris.
He broke my tackle. He broke my user tackle. Luckily, I hit him so far in his backfield that, like,
Time, and now it's 4th down.
didn't matter.
And
But
you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a
right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least.
Well, I made a goal line stop, so I'll take it.
Preferably a takeaway.
Gave him 3, but still. I'm having a great time.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Wow, this is another playbook. I'm just struggling to find decent plays.
Off play action. Walsh. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of
That's true.
A big play there for Indy.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well, with a fumble,
Try to go into the Discord settings, see if you can see anything.
Football is here. That fumble earlier, probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Second down, another run with Taylor. They follow up the first down 1-yard run.
Ooh, calling timeouts already.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Walsh. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Threw right at his user.
Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts.
Yeah.
It's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning.
He came down too far, and I kind of saw it, so I knew if I kind of touch past it, I could go up and over.
On the draw is Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
I think I missed the field goal. Please, game, throw me a bone. I did, thank God. All right. Where I clicked it, I really thought I freaking missed it, dude.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
What? And then my kickoff just got botched. It's not at all what I meant to do, and I hope he doesn't think I was scum kicking, because I didn't mean to do it in the slightest. Just as good as a thing anyway.
Somehow give the ball back and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's got Smith-Schuster, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Got double covered. All right, didn't let him catch it. I'll take that all day.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down.
Kwity Paye with a sack. I love it.
Kwity Paye in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Indianapolis, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile,
yeah, I saw that. There's a lot of people in here from old leagues.
And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, it did. 30-20.